Let me see what my boss wants. Okay,
Because
Tom,
that's what the people want.
Okay, I thought I sent this. The people always want me to talk about work. My job is not very interesting.
Tell us about your job at the strip club.
The job at the strip club is great, you know. I get to help all the dancers put their clothes on and take them off.
That's very nice of you.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of awkward because they're all guys.
Oh.
So, welcome to Hey Listen.
Hey.
Listen.
Hey.
Hey Listen.
Hey, listen. Hey, Troy.
Hey, Aaron. How
Hey.
are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Are you good?
I'm good.
Are you lying? You know, I was thinking about this the other day. I run into new people at work all the time, and they're like,
Literally?
"Hey, how are you?" Well, yes, but no. I think I only ran into like 3 people literally today, where people are always asking me, "Hey, how are you?" Or and everybody always is like, "Good, how are you?" And then they're like, "Good," and we move on with our lives, and it's like, was that real? Are they actually good? Because
Are they really good? Are you asking if the things that happen in your life are really good?
No, like, are they being legitimate when they say they're good, or are they just responding because that's the appropriate response?
I think that's the appropriate response.
Yeah.
You know what I've caught myself saying is when somebody comes up to me and they're like, "How's it going?" And I'm like, "I'm good." I'll answer, "I'm good," and just pass. I never
You never ask them how they're doing.
But it's always, "I'm good." It doesn't even make sense. I assume that they're gonna say "How are you doing?" But they're like, "Hey, how's it going?" And I'm like, "I'm good." It just doesn't sound right, and I'll just kind of walk on by.
I've done that before too. People are like, "Hey, what's up?" And I'll be like, "I'm good," or "Good." I'll just straight say I'm good,
right?
And then be like, actually,
my mother died.
Not much is the appropriate response to, "Hey, what's up?" Not much. That's what you got to say to "what's up."
You know what we need to say? If somebody says, "Hey," we'll just say, "Now you listen here." And you listen good.
We have voodoo dolls. I think I'm going to bring that up every time.
The voodoo dolls?
Yeah.
It's not as effective as a gun to the head, I found.
A gun, huh?
Yeah.
I don't think you own a gun. Nope.
What's it going to take for you to believe me? Is it going to take this gun to your head?
Well, please.
Look at I'm waving it!
Please put the gun down, Aaron.
Can we get some sound effects in here?
That's the best sound effect you're getting.
Lasers! Lasers! Anyway. We're kids recording.
Let's play Cowboys and Indians. Bang, bang.
Oh, no, no, no. Oh, the rain god, the rain god. Extremely offensive.
Well, you said, you wanted to be as racially offensive as possible. I was just doing my best.
Welcome to my podcast, son. Come into my casino.
Oh, my gosh. Or you could come into my hotel. Or gas station.
So what's new, man?
Not a whole lot. I mean, what do you want to talk about?
I want to talk about why you're not wearing any pants.
Hey, I thought we weren't going to mention that.
Are you fresh from the strip club?
I don't strip at the strip club. What are you talking about? I just help the other people get dressed.
Right.
I don't actually take my clothes off.
I was thinking maybe
I have some sense of morality.
I was thinking maybe as an act of morality, maybe if someone had spilled some coffee on their pants, you would decided to donate your own pair.
Oh, I would do that in a heartbeat, absolutely.
Because that's the kind of guy you are.
Yeah, absolutely. I will take the pants right off of my butt and hand it right to the person that needs them. The problem is I'm kind of an odd size. I'm very thin and kind of lanky. It's hard to find pants that fit me because
Try the lady section.
those fit perfectly, and I have tried. I'm not even kidding. I have tried ladies' pants on, and they fit very nice, and they're stretchy. It's amazing.
Pregnancy pants?
Have you? No. Have you ever had women's jeans on?
No.
They're stretchy. I swear, they put elastic in their jeans. It's amazing. That's why they're so tight. That's why they're able to make jeans so tight. Because guys' jeans don't stretch like that. Not to mention, girls' jeans are like $10, $15 a pair. If I go to buy jeans for me, it's like $50 a pair. It's ridiculous.
Because you're going to only buy one pair of jeans in your entire life being a man.
Why are they called a pair?
Because there's 2 leg holes.
Well, it's one pants. It's like one article of clothing.
Okay, I see where you're going with this. Then let's change it.
Yeah, we should. They should be called jean.
Jean.
Definitely not jeans, because that's plural for jean. I am wearing jean.
You are wearing jean.
I am wearing jean.
You're Billie Jean.
Billie Jean is... All right.
Billie Jean is not my lover.
She's just a girl that thinks that I am the one.
Well, with me, nothing has changed. Absolutely nothing.
Nothing, huh?
Well...
Yeah, what's new with Aaron Moyer?
I got a wedding coming up.
Oh, yeah? You getting married?
Thank God, no.
Why not? You don't want to get married?
I didn't say that. I just said I'm glad it's not tomorrow or the next day 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 or the next day
or the next day. Oh, I was gonna try.
We can loop that, edit that,
or
and loop it for the next 15 minutes.
Enjoy this, guys. Pause. We'll be back in 15 minutes.
And now the segment where we chew gum for 15 minutes. For 15 minutes.
It's kind of like Peter Griffin when he hits his knee on something and he's like, and he just sits there for like, obviously they ran out of ideas for what to do with their show, so they had to kill 5 minutes of their show with Peter Griffin just like sitting there whining about his knee.
Peter Griffin, you are an animation. You make the same sound that I make when it burns when I pee.
What sound is that? So, all right. So what's going on with you, man? What's new?
Playing the wedding. I'm playing in the wedding.
That's right. We both are playing in a wedding.
Yeah, we
It's not your wedding, though.
No. And it's not yours.
No, it's not mine.
As good looking as us chaps are,
yep.
We still haven't scored a single lady.
Well, yeah, I guess that's the truth. Are we losers?
No.
I'm starting to think we might be losers.
I just don't think ladies appreciate the pickup line, date me or else.
I don't know. I think they enjoy that. I mean, they laugh a lot and then walk away, so maybe it's not quite as effective.
And now the segment where we're offensive to women for 15 minutes.
Okay. So...
Yeah, so I'm playing in a wedding. We're playing
What
in a
are
wedding.
you playing?
I'm playing a Sakamabo.
A Sakamobo?
Yeah.
See, I was thinking you were playing a hobo.
I got the rib cage of a hobo.
Yeah?
Yeah, I found it under some...
You found it where?
Under some bridge. Dirty.
You found a rib cage of a homeless man under a bridge.
I just assumed it was of a homeless man because it had like a couple of cans near it and like a raccoon was near it.
Was the raccoon like nibbling on it?
Yeah, it was.
Like ribs?
Yeah, and it had a couple of coins and stuff.
Yeah.
The rib cage smells like really bad alcohol too.
Yeah?
Cheap
alcohol. Well, that definitely is a hobo then. I think we've diagnosed it. Detective Aaron Moyer and Troy Fishesser.
Who needs CSI and all that medical forensics? Expensive.
All we need is a nose. The nose knows.
No, just forget that. An eye. No, an eye with an eye patch. Just go ahead. So the wedding. I am playing a violin.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What is that?
It's an instrument.
What's an instrument?
Troy, do I need to send you back to like first grade and teach these things?
What's first grade?
Or is this for the benefit of our listeners?
I don't know. So you play a violin?
I play violin.
And
I'm gonna play violin.
I'm gonna be playing acoustic guitar.
So weddings.
Okay, so weddings.
Let's go on this.
Okay, where are we going?
We're going
Where are we going?
no man has ever ventured before.
Yeah.
Well, that's not true.
Yeah.
It's wherever
Lots of people have gone to weddings.
Yes, but have they really enjoyed themselves?
I have.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Weddings are great,
especially
aren't they?
when like my aunt got married and everyone was drunk. You know, my little brother's like 3 years old, and he's like, "No, I'm just kidding."
That's when you start grifting. You take Uncle Johnny's money from the back. He's like, "Can't see Troy, be a friend, help me." Ow! And you just start taking his money from the back pocket.
Everybody's got the hiccups. Man, when people get drunk, the dance floor gets a lot more interesting. Because, I mean, obviously people start falling over and, like, because it's so crowded out there on the dance floor, everybody's, like, holding each other up.
Right.
So, anyway, let's go. So, let's go down this path of weddings. What do you think of weddings?
I think they start with a W and end with an S.
Yeah?
Is it okay to pluralize weddings?
No.
Floral Police, another segment called Floral Police, where Troy is a policeman for plural words.
Troy.
Get your S out of here, man. Get your S out of here.
Get your what?
S.
S? Oh. I thought you were saying something naughty.
Yeah, that's the point.
That's the point? Is it really the point?
Weddings are great. What it does is it brings two people together in society.
I thought it was holy matrimony.
Whatever. And basically creates a two-person prison for them to be tied down to and enjoy it.
Yeah.
Just enjoy it. And when you have kids, you build a bigger prison around you.
So you have a bigger prison. Well, at least the prison's getting bigger.
But the people that are in the prison, they love you.
Okay.
Well,
kind of.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
not
guess.
necessarily.
Not every day.
So anyway, weddings.
Yeah.
Specifically, what do you like when you go to a wedding? What do you do? Do you enjoy it?
I look at all the single ladies.
All the single ladies. All the single ladies. Anyway.
Well, of course. What point is there to be in a wedding other than to find my own fulfillment?
All the single ladies are pretty excited about weddings and love and romance.
They say that's the number one place to meet a woman is at a wedding because I guess it's because their emotions are up so high. They're just like, I'm married to someday. You, random person there in this wedding. I'd like it to be you. Don't be looking at me. That's prison. Get away from me. That's a prison sentence.
Kind of. It kind of is. A little bit.
What do you feel about weddings?
Well,
Me, I'm just a cringy old jerk.
Man, I like weddings. It's a lot of free, good food.
Food.
Food, man.
Let's start a food fight.
Oh, well, it's kind of inappropriate to start a food fight. I mean,
That's why I suggested it.
yeah. Well, that's because you are really inappropriate. Like really inappropriate. But I guess I like weddings decently overall. I mean, they're kind of fun. We go and just hang out with people hopefully that we know. I've gone to weddings of people I didn't really know before, and it's always kind of awkward. Some random ugly girl comes to ask you to dance, and you're like, okay, just because you don't know anybody, and then they like lean in to kiss you because they're a little too drunk, and you're like, nah, that's okay, and they get all offended, and they throw a glass, and you have to leave the wedding.
And if you are that ugly girl who tried to ask Troy to dance and you're listening to this podcast, you're still ugly.
But I do apologize for making it so obvious.
No. What did you at least tell her? I'm sorry, you're just too ugly.
No. I had a girlfriend, dude. I was
Whatever.
At the time, I was like, I can't kiss you because I have a girlfriend. She's like, where is she? And I was like, not here, unfortunately.
Now that's a great scapegoat if you think about it. If you're ever in that like tight spot, you never have to like fish for some excuse or some like credible excuse. It's just like someone starts coming up and you're not really feeling it, and you're just like, girlfriend, I got one. Walk away.
Even if it's not true, I have a girlfriend. I can't touch you.
I'm a guy.
Oh, you're a guy? No kidding.
I don't know. I'm just playing the scenario out.
Okay.
So weddings. You like them? I'm like, maybe. I'll like this one. I'm not gonna wear my buttless chaps. I'll put it that way.
Well,
Poop on
I
the
am
floor.
definitely
Pee
gonna
on the
be.
campfire.
I'm definitely gonna be wearing my jock strap.
I'm glad that'll make its first wedding appearance.
You're wrong about that.
I'm really glad I'm wrong about that. That shows that I really don't know all about that thing.
No, you don't know much about my jock strap at all.
And now for the segment where we talk about Troy's jockstrap for 15 minutes.
Yeah, so it's white and it has blue stripes.
Is it white? What's that yellow?
I never take it off. I mean, it gets a little bit sweaty, and that's just how it looks now.
Troy, I never, ever in my entire life imagined me saying this, but I would love to see your genitals.
I mean,
and see how incredibly chafed and ragged and black they are if you never taken your jockstrap off. That's a medical marvel that I want to see.
I've taken it off. I
To air it
take
out?
off every once in a while, you know? I mean, when I go to the doctor, they're like, look, that's not right. And they think that I've got some sort of disease. I swear it's not a disease. It's just I kept it on a little too long this time. I didn't take a shower for like 3 months. And
Did you ever think it was weird that a doctor would use like 2, 3, 4 rubber gloves before they even got down to even remotely get close to it? You're talking about quadruple gloving.
Quadruple gloving. I had noticed that they were doing that, and I was like, what's wrong? You know, am I going to die? Like, is it? And he's like, no, you're not going to. I don't think so. I mean, we've got to take that thing off first. And so.
Is it like, the Darth Vader helmet when it comes off, it's like, and it's like, it's first air in
it's like
weeks.
Puff of smoke comes out with it.
Yes,
like,
my master.
Extreme puff, maybe like a spirit.
Okay, we're going too far. We're talking about my genitals.
We're talking about weddings.
How did we get to my genitals from weddings?
That's what happens when you.
That's not what happens at weddings. Don't go there. So let's talk about sports. Let's just move along.
You're just very uncomfortable now.
Yeah, well, you're talking about my genitals. You told me you want to see my genitals
as a medical marvel, not because any other reason than
look.
that.
If I took off my cup, you'd grow up never feeling like a real man.
Okay, we will end it there.
Okay.
This has been talking about Troy's genitals for 15 minutes. I already know the episode name of this
Troy's genitals?
No.
Genitals?
For 15 minutes.
For 15 minutes. I like that. So let's talk about sports. We always talk about the NBA. The finals are going on right now. How about Miami coming out of nowhere, man?
Miami Heat represented.
Yeah, LeBron James. I'm a huge Miami Heat fan.
Are you?
Yeah, I think I've probably mentioned it before. But, man, did I expect them to get blown out. I was hoping they didn't get swept by the Thunder.
I didn't watch Game 3.
4. Well, Game 4 just happened, so you're way behind.
I
am. So Miami Heat are up 3-1 in the series with a chance to close it out tonight in Miami.
Who you got in that game?
I think Miami's gonna have to win it. if Miami, I'm afraid, dude. If Miami doesn't win this game, they're going back to Oklahoma City to play 2 games in Oklahoma City. I don't know if they can win either one of those. Apparently, it's never happened that a team's gone up 3-1 in the NBA. Anyway, team's gone up 3-1 in a series and lost the series. So I don't know. This could be the first time that happens because the Thunder are darn good at home. Then again, Miami did take one from them earlier. Second game of the series, Miami won.
Not good enough, the Thunder.
The Thunder. Is that a
They
an
lost one
American
game,
team?
didn't they? Arrogant? Thunder?
But no, is that an American team?
Is it American?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I'm glad I remembered that.
So
it's all coming back.
So what do you think? You know, LeBron James is playing pretty well.
How well? I demand to see the facts and results.
Well, all right, I'll give you some facts. He's
Give me some hard stats. And if you don't like sports, I want you to do me a favor and turn this podcast up as loud as you can because you're about to learn something. Go, Troy.
All right, so LeBron James is averaging 30 points per game.
That's points.
So what are points?
There's a thing to keep score. Go.
Are we doing like Jeopardy here? Am I going to ask you questions about
Sure.
All right, so the category is sports.
Sports.
So-
Pay attention.
What game has a bat that is flat?
What's that?
What game has a bat that is flat? You hear me finish?
What is cricket?
Yes, cricket is correct. Ding, ding, ding. So,
What do I win?
how
How much was that for? Was that a daily double?
no, it was $200.
How much did I bet?
It was $200, all right? 200
Who am I playing
bucks.
against?
Who are you playing?
$200? That's life changing.
Life-changing.
I'm so moderately wealthy, I
you-
could rent anything I wanted.
You're moderately wealthy. I like that. So yeah, what do you think about Miami Heat? I mean, I thought for sure Oklahoma City was going to win the series. Now it's looking like Miami's got it. What do you think? What are your thoughts?
I think before the Thunder decided to mess with the Heat, they should have changed their name. The Thunder is only going to contribute to a Heat. Think about it.
Oh, you've got a point.
I mean, Heat. What is that? What do you think Lightning has?
Isn't that like the worst basketball team name ever?
We talked about that last time.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think it is. Heat
It's
and
pretty
Lightning.
awful. Did you know there was a team named the Seattle Cyclones? The
Cyclones?
Cyclones. That's a pretty rough name.
That's
or
awful.
Was it the Cyclones? No.
Why don't they have a
There
team
was
called
there's an
Cincinnati Pencil Shavings?
I actually just got things mixed up. It's the Cincinnati Cyclones from the NHL back in the day, and it's actually the Seattle Supersonics.
Supersonics?
Supersonics. How ridiculous is that name? Guess what team they are now? They changed their name to the. Come on.
Snakes?
No, it's a Thunder.
It's a Thunder?
The Thunder.
Thunder.
The Thunder used to be the Seattle Supersonics before they
Oh, I
moved to
didn't know
Oklahoma
that.
City.
You
Ding,
know-
ding, ding. Troy
What?
gets $300. I am now moderately wealthy. I am going to rent a car for 2 days. It's going to be fun.
So,
And then I'm going to go to the Autobahn and ride it.
all right. Good luck, Pistons, tonight in your in your off-season
Wait
worries.
a second. I thought Green Bay was playing.
Yo,
aren't the Packers playing?
This might be editable, but I cannot wait until we get to a point when we're in the NFL.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we're talking about the NFL in our sports section, it's gonna be great.
Because you actually like the NFL.
Well, I like basketball too. I just don't know it as
You don't-
well as you
yeah,
do.
you don't.
But I
follow it
know
like
enough
do.
that if you score enough points, you'll win. If
Well,
if
that's
you
true
score
for-
more points than the other team, you'll win. And
Thank you, John Madden.
You see, you put enough points in the ball, and you shoot it in the basket, and it goes boom. And it goes boom.
John Madden, you need
like-
to stay out of basketball. This ain't your game. It's too big for you.
So yeah, John Madden,
Boom.
man. How about how about when, man? I was listening to him one day back, when he was still an announcer for the games. He was talking about he's like, well, if that guy didn't get tackled there, that would have been a touchdown. I was like, are you kidding? Yeah, if he didn't get tackled, it would have been a touchdown, you idiot.
That would have been the perfect side commentary. You know, John Madden's commentary needs its own commentary. I think that's what we're going for. You got the game, you got John Madden, you got another witty guy, kind of like Mystery Science Theater 3000. That's what I'm thinking of. Where they show a movie and they commentate on the movie. They need to show an NFL game and they commentate on John Madden.
John Madden's commentating. That'd be funny. I'd watch that.
And it's like the announcer is like, and Barry Sanders runs and gains 5 yards, and John Madden comes in.
He just gained 5 yards.
I like how you're like John Lennon and John Madden talking to each other. That was hilarious.
Brett Favre goes back for a pass.
You sound just like John Lennon right now.
He throws complete for 20 yards.
And that was just great, Jim. And he just got 20 yards. The guy just, what he did was he threw it. The guy caught it. He went down. Perfect tackle. Boom.
Oh my God.
20 yards.
Boom. I like boom. Oh man. I like.
Hey, Jim, I just went boom in my pants.
John Madden.
Oh man.
Oh man. But before we move on, I want to just say John Madden, and to his family, rest in peace.
Wait, did he die? I didn't know.
No?
No? He died?
Are we still talking about basketball?
I don't think so. I think we got away from that.
I know some things about John Madden.
What do you know about John Madden?
I love his game.
What game? Oh, the football game?
Madden. That's how we know him best.
Oh, I didn't realize that was
He's
actually his name.
a
I thought it
DVD.
was because the game is so awful. It just maddens you.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
What are you, nuts?
So I went to Sweet Tomatoes with my family for Father's Day. It's like my dad's favorite place. And it's a buffet. It's not really a buffet because it's all salad. But I remember salad. So I remember being a kid, and my favorite place to eat up in Ohio was Ryan's Steakhouse. But don't get me wrong, it was not a steakhouse. I don't know why they called it a steakhouse, because it was a buffet, and it was a cheap buffet like Golden Corral. All right, maybe not as cheap as the Golden Corral. It didn't quite have the chocolate wonderful.
Oh, speaking of Golden Corral,
Oh my gosh!
I got to go out on this tangent.
Okay,
How
go.
gross is this?
Dude.
They have a chocolate waterfall now? Like, what? What? And I just saw that they have candy corn. What is it?
They do have candy corn, but cotton candy is
Cotton
what
candy.
you're talking about.
Like, I can't imagine the person who goes in and is just like, I'm going to take this piece of fried chicken, I'm going to wrap it in cotton candy, and I'm going to put it in the chocolate waterfall. That to me is a great thing. Think of all the bits of food and
You're
like
saying
hair
that-
and just like,
But you're saying it all wrong.
Ugh.
Like when somebody walks in there and they're thinking they want cotton candy wrapped chicken, they're not saying it like, "Oh, I really want cotton candy." They're saying it like, "Oh, dang, I really, I could really go for some chocolate covered chicken. That sounds delicious.
chocolate covered, candy coated kitten chicken.
Put sprinkles on it and maybe some ice cream, mix in a little bit of sour cream, and bam, that's the best meal I ever had."
Not until you slither it with 4 strips of country hickory smoked bacon.
You gotta have the bacon.
Well, I
Bacon
stopped
and-
there, put a couple pieces of pork. Heck, you can cut a whole pig and put it on there. I don't care. I'll eat that too. Anyway,
Back to my story.
I like how you're like completely carnivore. You hate sweet tomatoes, but you love like Jimmy's steak.
It's Ryan's Steakhouse.
Whatever, Ryan.
But it wasn't It wasn't a steakhouse. It was a buffet. So one thing I used to do, I'm sure I am the reason that these things don't exist, but they used to have next to the like where you get your drinks, there'd be like coffee,
Cotton candy.
and the soda fountain
Chocolate waterfall.
at Ryan's Steakhouse. But oh, dude, how nasty is that? I have to think about that
Chocolate waterfall?
Waterfall. People, Can you imagine some kid just like picking his nose and then putting some chocolate on it, and the chocolate's like running off his finger back into the fountain, and then you go up there? I don't know
how. Do they filter it?
I don't know.
Why is there corn in this?
That's
why?
Why is there corn? I see hairs running down the waterfall currently.
Some man dipped his head in the chocolate waterfall.
Was it his head?
There's a body in the chocolate waterfall.
Anyway, so I'm sure that I'm the reason these things don't exist, but they used to have like a little like a sunk in dish in the tabletop where you'd get your drinks, and it would be full of sugar. So it'd be like a bowl of sugar, and you'd take, a couple spoonfuls for your coffee or your tea or whatever. There's lemons there. But what I used to do, have you ever had like strawberries
dipped in chocolate?
In sugar, not in chocolate, but straight pure cane sugar. It is so good. It's amazing.
Is it?
But so I used to go and get strawberries from the bar, and I bring it over there to the sugar bowl. And I originally was dipping the strawberry in the bowl and bringing it back out, but I noticed there wasn't very much sugar sticking to it. So I started licking the strawberries before I put them in the sugar bowl. So, like, needless to say, all the sugar was red.
You know
and
what?
Covered in my saliva.
I bet you Mr. Corral, at a very early age, saw you doing that, and he was like, I need to have a chocolate waterfall someday. Maybe some cotton candy, too. That little boy sucking down a strawberry and dipping it in sugar. I need a chocolate waterfall. 2! Make it 2! Troy, you are disgusting.
I do have some disgusting habits.
Ever hear of double dipping? Why not just go up to somebody and say, excuse me, can I see your mouth? And just lick their face.
Oh, I do that all the time. Just kidding. I was always the kid that was like, did you double dip? Did you double dip? I saw you.
And then you're just
Don't lie to me.
Double dipping.
I saw you.
You're like,
you double dipped. I'm not putting my finger back in that.
And you're just like using hand to scoop the queso up.
Yep.
And just shoving it straight.
You are disgusting.
I could see you being that hypocritical as a child.
I was, man. I was awful. I sure I was awful. I remember my cousins be like, no, I didn't double dip, I promise. And I was like, yes, you did. You're going to hell. Jesus, save your soul.
So not only were you hypocritical, you were condemning as well. That's good.
Sinner! You double dipped.
So you're saying you're a Baptist?
Whoa. Too far now.
Too far or right on the nose?
Oh, man. Oh, man. There it is.
Did I tell my story?
No, you didn't. Do you have a story? Save it for later?
We can save it for later. That's fine.
All right. So, should I even ask you about Jerry Sandusky? Let's go through some news. Apparently, a Syrian fighter pilot stole a plane and flew and landed in Jordan. Like I guess it's the country of Jordan. Yep, the country of Jordan. North Air Base in that country.
That's amazing.
I know. And then he's been
is he a terrorist?
He's been condemned as a traitor,
of course,
by the Syrian government because he tried to get away. I guess there's a lot of violence there. It says, meanwhile, ongoing violence has left 170 people dead, activists say, and the Red Cross has been unable to move civilians out of the restive city of Horns. So he's just trying to get out of the violence.
Good
I have
for
no
you,
idea
man.
what restive means. Yeah, good for him. I applaud you.
We're proud of you. We're proud of you.
Insert applause here. Good job getting away from a crazy government. Gonna condemn you for getting the heck out of there and trying to survive.
You did the right thing, killing all those people.
I don't think he did it.
Well,
I mean, maybe. I I don't know.
I know someone who does need to be killed.
Yeah?
Jerry Sandusky.
I don't think he's up for the death penalty for what he did.
Well.
In my opinion, he should be, but he's not.
They should do a vote. My vote, willing hands. What if we had that kind of society? Like, where we are right now, where we, like, YouTube cats playing keyboards. Like, can you imagine the people raising their hands to condemn a person? Just damn them for life.
By a showing of hands, can we figure out if Jerry Sandusky deserves the electric chair? Yes, 1, 2, 3, and that's enough. All right, he's going to the electric chair.
Sir, in the back.
Let's move along. No, we don't need to put him in jail. Let's just take him straight to the electric chair.
Oh, hold on 1 second there. That man over there did not raise his hand. You, sir, did you not raise your hand? I'm the creator of the chocolate waterfall. And I do not want to see this man go to jail or put to death. Put him in the chocolate waterfall.
Till he suffocates. I like that. So, all right, this news story says breast cancer survivors now swim topless in Seattle's public pools.
Great.
Great. That's pretty exciting, isn't it?
You know what's funny? I'm a survivor of testicular cancer.
Are you?
No.
I was hoping you were missing a testicle. Like what's his name? Al Green? Or is that his name?
I don't know.
Steve Green?
Steve Jobs?
No, not Steve Jobs. He's dead. We can't talk about
Are you talking
dead
about
guys.
the famous cyclist?
No.
Kobe Bryant?
Talking about the comedian. What's his name?
Jerry Seinfeld?
No, Green. His last name was Green.
Greensburg?
What was his first name?
Jimmy Green?
I don't
Jimmy
know.
crack corn? Corn syrup?
So, Mitt Romney or Obama?
Maple syrup?
What do you
Obama?
think?
Mitt Romney?
What do you think about those two people?
Mitt Romney? Oh, Mitt Romba?
Yeah, Mitt Romney.
Mitt Romba. I like that sound of that.
He invented the Ramba vacuum cleaner.
What if the two powers combined
By our powers combined.
and actually did something?
I know, right? Rather than just sit and argue and bicker and not do anything for our country. That's how I feel about it.
You know,
Politicians.
They say all politicians are corrupt.
They do say that. It's been said for a lot of years and for very good reasons. Because politicians make a lot of money because they get to decide how the government is run. And there's accountability to a certain extent, but I don't know, we're getting too serious.
No, honestly, I think I'm going to write in Ross Perot. I really liked his graphs back in the day.
Oh my gosh.
Ross Perot,
Perot.
And his vice president will be his left ear, and his secretary of defense will be his right ear, and we'll put him in, and he'll fix the economy, and
Can his secretary of state be Mr. Bimbo, the guy that lives on his finger?
it'll be Dumbo.
Dumbo?
Yeah, because he also has big ears.
Dumbo. Oh yeah, Dumbo.
Ross Perot, great. 2012, Ross Perot, we congratulate you in your early abduction into exception into
Abduction.
We'll be abducting you later. I'm Ross Perot. Here's another boring slide of something. Great, Ross Perot. And the rocket's regular. Oh man.
Oh man. Hey, what do you think about Windows 8? Are we too passionate about Windows 8 to talk about that?
It's not gonna be. It's not gonna be as good as 9.
9?
Just you wait.
Well, it shouldn't be as good as 9. I mean, 9's supposed to be the better one anyway. Just like 10 is supposed to be better than 9.
So let's talk about Microsoft Windows 12.
Okay. What do you think about Windows 12?
I think it's amazing. I've got these cool glasses. It helps me do my taxes.
So you've been jumping through time enough so that you got to Windows 12 already.
That's right. I got to see Jesus.
What year is it?
Hitler.
Wait a second. You saw Jesus and Hitler in the future together?
Not in
Are
the
they
future,
friends?
in the past, because I got a time machine thanks to Windows 12.
Oh, but wait a second. You got a time machine because of something in the future? How did you get to the future to get the time machine?
I got Windows 12.
How did you get Windows 12?
Don't you think about it. I don't want that brain matter going all over the place.
So, you got a story? A childhood story? Do you have a childhood story?
When I was a little kid, I met an interesting man named...
Named what?
Sandusky. He promised me 2 tickets to paradise.
I don't think we can talk about him.
Needless to say,
How about we just move along and go to being story time, dude? I think it's being story time.
You don't want to hear about my
No, no. No.
Okay, so this is the story called The Berenstain Bears and the Shaggy Little Pony.
The shaggy little what?
The Shaggy Little
Oh, man.
it's gonna be
I'm ready.
Sister and brother were visiting their neighborhood farmer Ben. They liked to help him animals on his farm. Hello, Cubs, said Farmer Ben. I want you to meet someone new on the farm. His name is Sandusky.
Dude, you can't say that. You can't say that.
He led them into a
I like the darkness.
inside a shaggy little
A shaggy little what?
a shaggy little
Okay.
Meet old Oscar, said Ben. He has just come to here.
He's come to do what?
He's just come here.
Oh, okay. Okay.
He's so said Sister. The Cubs rubbed his
They did what?
The Cubs rubbed his
God. Oh my God.
Oscar blew gently on their That means he likes you. Ben told them. Can we help take care of asked brother? Of course, said Ben. I'll show you how.
Oh my gosh. This is a children's book.
Brother and sister gave to Oscar. They gave feed to Oscar. They Oscar.
They did what?
They Oscar. They Oscar. They led him into a
Into a what?
into the
What did they do?
they the stall. They hooves.
They out his hooves. I like the way you said that.
That's Pennsylvanian.
Gotcha.
That was a lot of said Ben. You did a good job. Would you like to Oscar now? Him, said sister. Could we, said brother.
Oh my gosh. This
Why
is
not,
awful.
said Ben. Ben put on an old on Oscar. He had riding helmets for the Cubs to wear.
Oh my God.
First, Ben sister onto Oscar. He Oscar and sister around the Oscar was very calm and quiet.
Oh my gosh. Is this story over yet?
Then it was brother's turn. That was that was said brother. Can we do it again tomorrow? Asked sister.
Oh my
Why not? Said
gosh.
Farmer Ben. Why not? Brother and sister began to farm every day.
Every day?
Every day.
Oh my God.
They took care of Oscar and they Oscar. Soon they could without any help. They all over the farm. They loved Oscar. And they loved to
I think we've done enough. Do you want to keep reading it? It's kind of long.
You don't want to hear about the shaggy little
I think I heard enough.
Well, thank you, Berenstein Bears, for making this a terrible story. You horrible, horrible children's book.
Oh my gosh. Story time with Aaron Moyer
Story time.
has been. Yes, it has. Apparently, I'm Yoda.
When I was a little boy, we'd go with my brother into the farm barn. Where they
Is there a different kind of barn?
Well,
Is there a
there's
non-farm
a farm
barn?
Non-farm barn?
Yeah,
Yeah, there probably
non-farm
could be.
A non-farm barn.
If you put it in the city, it'd probably be a non-farm barn.
Well, why would you have a barn in the city? I've never seen a barn in the city. Have you?
Homeless people?
Oh.
I don't know. Anyway, so one of the things that we really like to do, my brother and I, is make tunnels. And the way you did this was you pulled up the hay bales that are stacked nice and neat and tight in the barn, and you start digging out like cavities.
So you're making holes in all the hay.
All the hay. And
The hay bales. Okay, go ahead.
And some of the holes, like the cavities, were like quite large. For and it had like elaborate seating and stuff. These were for like secret meetings where my brother and I would discuss how to rule the world. And
Are you going to take over the world?
that's right.
Pinky in the brain?
More like brain in the brain.
Were you Pinky? You were Pinky.
There's no way I was Pinky.
You were Pinky. Anyway, moving on.
So, as you could probably guess, this kind of creates difficult thing for the person pulling hay bales above the cavities if he doesn't know about them.
Oh, gosh.
You could basically pull a hay bale to your demise.
What would happen?
Which is why we designed it that way.
What would happen? It sounded like a 2-year-old.
Bear traps at the bottom.
Yeah, right. Bear traps.
A hole to oblivion.
Okay.
So
the farmer
anyway,
gets up there.
Yeah, the farmer gets up there and he's all like farmering up with his farmer
Farmering
tan and like drinking his milk, whole milk, unpasteurized milk, and
Dude, unpasteurized milk. That's the way to go.
he's throwing a couple of kittens around. And what else? He smells, reeks of manure and just feces. So he pulls one of these things up and he falls in.
Oh.
To his death.
He didn't die, did he?
Nah.
That's unfortunate. Because it would have made for a good story if he died.
Yeah, and I probably wouldn't be here today because I'd probably be, a convicted felon.
for digging holes
For
in the
murder.
hay bales. Oh, yeah, because you had the bear claws down there if they had caught him. He'd probably be
The
dead.
bear traps.
Yeah, the bear traps. Bear claw, bear trap, whatever.
A whole bear.
One's a pastry, one's deadly.
One's bad for your health, one's bad for you. Your
Well,
physical well-being.
They're both bad for your health, I think.
Yeah, pretty much.
So,
You ever try to eat a bear trap?
I can't say I have.
There's a nasty surprise when you swallow. I'm doing it. Oh! Dude! Was not expecting that. Can truthfully say, I was not expecting that. Wow!
Wow! Wowzer!
Boom.
Boom!
Boom.
John Madden? Where did he come from?
Can we get some John Madden on the guy swallowing a bear trap?
Yeah, he just put the whole bear trap in his mouth and started to swallow, and then the bear trap went off, and it was like boom, boom.
Oh man!
I've never seen so much blood there, Jim.
So
Thanks for that commentary, you awful, awful, awful man.
Listener, if you have a skit idea that you would like Troy and I to do
yes.
that doesn't involve kissing for hours or massaging or changing his jockstrap,
anything Jerry Sandusky would do is off the table.
just ask yourself, what would Jerry Sandusky do? And then light a match and burn your hair. We don't want that idea. But if you do, send it to heyhellolisten@gmail.com.
We tried jockstrap lover, and that email was actually already taken. Surprisingly enough, there are jockstrap lovers out there.
I traced the origin of who owned it, and it turns out Jerry Sandusky. And this is the part where we talk about Jerry Sandusky for 15 minutes.
15 minutes. All right.
We
All
are
right,
13 going on 14. So if you
would you
stop
it?
I am going to
to
crap
Crap
myself.
That was fun. Oh my gosh! Stop spitting on my microphone.
I wasn't split.
Is
Are you done mocking me?
I'm not mocking you.
Are you done copying
Are you
me?
done copying me?
You're not.
No. I didn't copy you. I just answered your question.
I want you to take that unicorn horn over there and jam it in your eye as far as it will go until you feel pain. And when you feel pain, just jam it harder until you can't think anymore.
Daddy, it hurts.
Shove it in. Shove it in your eye. You know, it's good for you. You're the worst parent ever, Jerry Sandusky.
Oh my gosh! Apparently, he has 6 adopted children. Did you know that? I didn't know that. That's pretty crazy.
Ugh.
Man, that guy's in trouble.
You think?
Yeah, I think he's claiming innocence. What the heck's
man.
wrong with him? Just say
So
no
much.
contest and go to jail for a while, you idiot. Probably until you're dead. I mean, he's already pretty old, so
You've
I
had a
can't
good
imagine
ride.
that he's gonna stay. He's gonna get out of jail alive. And if he does get out of jail alive, he's not gonna be alive much longer because people just—it's too big a story anymore. Somebody's gonna whack him.
Yeah.
Somebody. That was not right. That's not what I meant. I meant kill him. Not. Yeah, anyway.
Well, maybe someone will, Troy. We can only hope. We can only hope. So at this point, now that you've lost most of your brain cells, we'd like to say thank you for listening.
You made it through what? Well, I guess this is number 3.
Thank you, and we hope you had a great time listening to us. Hey, listen.
Hey,
and again,
listen.
I'd like to say you can email us at heyhellolisten@gmail.com if you want to get in touch with us.
Are there any spaces or underscores in that email?
None.
It's just
One word.
hey, hello, listen
at gmail.com.
That was talent right there. That wasn't completely improvised.
That's how we roll, son.
That is how we roll. Just like Winnie the Pooh.
Get your hands out of my honey barrel.
Look, I like your honey.
Okay, Jerry Sandusky.
Anyway, thank you all for listening. You probably are a little bit dumber, or maybe a little bit smarter. Maybe you learned something about sports.
I'd venture to say you're smarter
Yeah.
in some areas and dumber in others. So you kind of just evened yourself out a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, they were getting smarter until they took an arrow to a knee.
And there's one person out there that's just like hitting something against his head going, why won't they stop?
How do I shut it off? Why did they have to threaten me with the voodoo doll? Why do I have to listen? Anyway, thanks again, everybody, for listening.
Yeah, thanks, jerks.
Y'all
I
have
mean, wonderful people.
You can't call our fans jerks. Anyway, y'all have a good afternoon or evening or morning or noontime or nighttime, and enjoy yourselves for the rest of the day too.
Dip something in a chocolate waterfall.
Oh, yep. Don't forget, go to Golden Corral and stick your face in the chocolate wonderfall.
Sneezing it.
If you do, let us know.
Take a picture.
Definitely take a picture before you get thrown out of there, because I'm sure they've probably got like bouncers on each side of that thing. Like, hey, no hands in the chocolate wonderful. As they're sticking their hands in the chocolate wonderful and eating it.
We're privileged.
We're fat and we like chocolate.
Okay, good night.
Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night.